Betsy never knew she would have to kill for a pancake. And at Williams Nursing Center, all they ever served was pancakes. Residents had timers on their doors, and every resident only had 30 seconds to get to the cafeteria to claim their pancake. Many residents would fall down just trying to get to the cafeteria. If you arrived late, you had to fight another resident just for a bite of their pancake. Families would drop off their unwanted elderly relatives at the door. The evil manager of the building would smile and indicate everything would be okay. A lot of the new people didn't even last a week. Betsy's thinking, I've been here a year and I've had to be part of this sick and twisted place. Little tiny cameras were hidden all over the facility. Visitation only occurred if everyone was severely overmedicated. The facility announced fake field trips to the press constantly to cover up all the deaths. People were claimed to have died at the zoo, at the park, and even at the local senior center activities. Because of all the fake deaths, there were around a 50% turnover yearly at the nursing center. Betsy knew what they were doing was very wrong, and eventually she wanted the word to get out. It was as if the town didn't care. The place was evil, thought Betsy.
Looks like some fresh meat is arriving,
said another resident, Phyllis.
I've got dibs on her false teeth,
indicated Charlie. Charlie, Phyllis, and Betsy stuck together like peas and carrots. These two were inseparable, and they knew how to work as a team. They were always together at all times. They were the longest-lasting residents in the last few years, but there were some rivals that were starting to make some noise. The new lady was wheeled into her room. Various residents were sizing her up, while simultaneously giving her a fake smile. One woman almost gave her an elbow, but just missed. Luckily, her meds were kicking in, and she had to sit down. Another resident passed by and exhibited a very evil grin. It was such an eerie situation the first evening at the Williams Center. Slowly but surely, residents figured out that this was no ordinary nursing home. After the new resident's family left, Charlie went into her room and slapped the top of her head really hard. The woman by the name of Dorothy screams, Yikes! That hurt! Stop that! Everyone ignores her, and Charlie walks away with her teeth as if nothing happened. The woman cries and yells for staff. The staff just sits at their stations in the center, sneaking shots of vodka and watching the cameras. Some of the staff even had the nerve to giggle. All of a sudden, an announcement is given over the loudspeaker. The speaker blasted, All residents, we have a very special field trip tomorrow. Try to eat hearty in the morning, because this time we're going camping.
What in the heck are they up to?
Inquired Charlie. Everyone at the center looked as though they were puzzled for a brief moment. Phyllis says,
Wonder what the casualties will be this time.
Unfortunately, Phyllis was very serious when she said this. Everyone just had a blank expression on their face. Betsy said to Phyllis and Charlie,
No matter what happens tomorrow, we have to stick together if we want to survive.
Phyllis and Charlie nodded in agreement. The three were all well into their 80s, but that didn't stop them from their fight for survival. The day and evening went quick, and nighttime was almost here. It almost seemed as if everyone was on edge after the field trip was announced. Charlie said,
All we ever eat is pancakes, and I'm sick of it.
Phyllis replied,
Never thought I'd have to kill for a pancake.
Betsy just sat there for one brief moment thinking, saying nothing. She realized at that moment that tomorrow's field trip could be her last. Betsy says to the other two,
Tomorrow we must be prepared for whatever.
They sat staring at one another, truly taking in the gravity of the situation. Every resident knew how dangerous the Williams Center field trips were.